Hey guys, today we're playing the 19th hole module, part of Mansions of Madness by Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu is a system where you want to roll under your stat using percentile dice. Percentile dice are 2d10, so this would be your tens place, and this would be your ones place. Another option is a d100, although this doesn't typically stay on a table, so you want to be careful with those. So let's say that your stat for firing a weapon is 50% and you roll a 55. You can use 5 of your luck points to make sure that you hit. But what happens if you use all of your luck points? Let's say you're searching a house and you aren't finding any clues. Your keeper may ask for a luck roll to find something that you missed. Or maybe you forgot to pack an extra magazine of ammo. You may be allowed to roll your luck to find an extra magazine in your bag. Also, Call of Cthulhu is a different type of RPG, where maybe running and getting the police is the answer to getting out alive. Fighting isn't always the answer to the problem. Today we're playing the 19th hole. Our investigator group has been hired by a wife, Crystal McMillan, to find her husband, Arthur McMillan, who went missing and the police can't find any leads, and are assuming he left of his own volition with someone else. We pick up with the characters meeting at Crowwood Hall with the wife Crystal McMillan, but first, let's meet our cast.
All
What
right.
the hell is going on here?
I'm gonna go into this room and do some searching.
Cool. It looks like they have been living there for quite some time. This does not look like a newly moved into as you kind of search their living quarters. Donald takes the apparatus off of James's head and James, the power's cut. James, wake up. James, come on, come on. Come back to me. Come on. Uh, James kind of looks over and goes, Donald? How long have we... It worked! It truly worked! With those names, anybody who wants to make a history journalist, any kind of library use for it, for the journalist, any of those kind of checks, go ahead and make those. Nice. Okay, Annabelle. All of a sudden, like when you start hearing their names, that makes sense. Sorry, Sean.
Ooh,
There's gonna be a lot of editing.
uh, all right. All of a sudden, it sort of makes sense and kind of clicks in Annabelle's brain as to who these people are. You remember 2 scientists at the University of Edinburgh and their determination to carry on exotic research. An experimental physicist and engineer, respectively, Gilmore and Lackey were dismissed for misappropriation of funds, grossly unorthodox research, and damaging university property. Were it not for the connection of were it not for Gilmore's connection to the Duke of Montrose, both men would likely have ended up in prison. Following the misfortune, Lackey and Gilmore were declared irresponsible fanaticists for their outrageous metaphysical hypotheses and summarily removed from their laboratory and their accommodations. The two men's research into etheric projection, that is projecting the human consciousness into the ether and or dimensions beyond, lay well outside of accepted science and natural laws. Gilmore in particular was always fascinated by the occult and esoteric knowledge and found an ally in Lackey. They sought comfort in the divergent wisdoms presented in theophysical, Rosicrucian, Neoplatonic, and Hermetic traditions and grew convinced that etheric projection was a real scientific possibility. That's what kind of you remember from working at the paper and things going out about this whole debacle.
One of the things that makes this incredibly fitting is that Embro is where I chose her to have her birthplace. That is where she grew
Nice.
up. And she has also been interested in the occult, and people didn't believe her in things growing up. She said she saw things. People didn't believe her. That's why she's doing this. So she's gonna just, once she figures it out and starts remembering, she's gonna go like full on fangirl towards these people.
uh, blah blah blah. Yeah, you guys skipped over all of that. Um, they kind of come to. They said that about a month ago, we had a breakthrough, and we were able to jump into the ethereal plane. We could jump between dimensions. And yes, some things came through. Maybe um, some workmen left, but we made the breakthrough. But something went wrong about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago now, and it didn't shut down. For some reason, the timer didn't go off, and the machine didn't shut down. We were stuck. And Arthur is starting to wake up now on the floor. Um, what would you guys like to do?
So why were you guys conducting these experiments here at a golf course? Or to be golf course?
We were at the pub, and somebody had mentioned that the golf course here was still abandoned. So we figured, why not? Nobody owns it. A lot of large area to work in. We could get the electric up and running. Nobody needed to know that, we just turned it on. And then the construction started, and so we had to board up the wall and kind of seal ourselves off a little bit. But we were able to come and go as we pleased at night, and everything was fine. Mostly.
Until Arthur showed up?
Until Arthur showed up. And, well, he attempted to pull a plug, and then he was trapped in there with us. That didn't end as well as I guess he had hoped. Hmm. What was
Speaking
that? I could.
Arthur,
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Arthur,
Uh, yeah.
your poor wife has been worried sick, and dinner is it's already late. We're already late for dinner. We gotta get going. Your wife is gonna be so happy.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself there. The police need to be notified, and all on the
Yeah,
books.
the scientists aren't going anywhere. We're not going to let them disappear.
I could move things, sort of, but I couldn't feel anything. And then these monsters and claws and I such a headache.
Yeah, why the fuck is there a monster in the closet?
Ah, yes, that came over from another dimension. There may be more on the golf course, and they might have left the golf course at this point. It has been weeks. Or maybe they went back. Maybe they went back through the dimension. I don't know.
Well, then we definitely have to tell the police.
Wait. What if we go find them? These other things. And these guys can redeem themselves by helping us put them back or killing them. Either way, it would be a shame to let such minds just rot in jail.
Yes.
Think about it.
I'm not saying that we have to, get them arrested and press charges. I'm just saying that, the community needs to know that there are evil lab space hamsters running around their community and that these people are responsible and sweet Arthur has been returned.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Duke also thought that our minds rotting away in prison would not be good. He made sure that we were able to continue our research. It's very important research,
Yeah, you guys need to get within the ethics code, though. This is ridiculous. Look at my jacket. Look how dirty my jacket is. Do you know how much this costs?
Aspirin from his med bag. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
If
Sorry, I
OSHA
don't have
came
any
down
water.
here,
There can be no ethics when such
Monstrosities.
I lift my gun up a little bit. Oh, no ethics, huh? So you know what? Never mind. And I just put the gun back down. I'm like, it's dinner time. I'm hangry.
Ace, I thought these were your guns. And I point to my biceps.
Who's that? Is that Sean saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean, I just want you to know you almost got killed by a evil lab space hamster, okay? I'm gonna stick to this one. And I hold my gun up.
Yeah, that was pretty wild, but like I know. You were my ace in my sleeve, and I'm alright.
I know, buddy. You owe me a beer, but I'm glad we were able to back each other up.
Yeah, I'll buy you a beer and I'll buy myself two.
So, what do we do about all the things on the golf course? Do you really think the police are even going to believe us? Like, yes, I've got
Yeah,
pictures.
they will once they see the lab.
Also, we have a witness here. We have 3 witnesses. I mean, in the case of court evidence, we're pretty heavy here.
I'm assuming the camera I have is like an old Polaroid sort of thing.
Yeah.
So the pictures are printed out. How is that thing appearing properly on the images?
It is. Yep.
It is? Okay. Just making sure there's no other weirdness. Like, you can't be photographed, blah 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 shit.
Is the body still here? It's not like disappearing or anything, right?
Yep, body's still there.
Okay.
So I understand that like these two are doing some weird science shit, and I don't understand any of it. But what does Otto have to do with any of this besides the fact that he tried to unplug the machine? I don't understand why we can't just bring him back to his poor wife, who has a hot meal that's getting cold on the table.
We should take him to a hospital. We don't want him to die on our watch, but I guess as long as he's feeling all right, we can have him checked out in the morning.
What is it? Police, hospital, both. Just go to dinner.
Well, I am trained in medicine and first aid, so I can do a quick check on him if you want me to.
Yeah, Michael, let's have you check him out. I'll call the police, and then we can make it to dinner.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna go up to
And
the scientists. Can I see your notes?
Yes, yes. Here, come look.
Look over notes. Scribble
and I'm
down.
gonna use 19 luck. I'm
Oh,
gonna get a
wow.
luck.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool. Yeah, he seems fine, just dehydrated. You can see kind of like a burn on his hand where you think the electrical current was kind of going through.
okay. So I'm going to reach into my med bag and let's see, for possessions. I have some gauze. I'm just gonna pull the gauze out and just wrap it around his hand,
Cool.
cover it up.
Awesome.
Because I didn't have any ointment or anything like that, and I did give him a couple of aspirin.
Yep.
So
Awesome. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is looking forward to getting home and getting out of here.
are we waiting for the police?
You know,
I'll stay down here and watch them so they don't try to leave. Sean, he wants to eat, so
yeah, Michael, if
maybe two of
you'll
us can stay.
stay,
Two of us can stay down here.
yeah, if two of us will stay, the rest of you can take Mr. Arthur home. When the police get here, I'll talk to them and we'll figure out what to do with the scientists, and I will ask them for a ride back to the house.
Wow,
I
you're
don't mind
giving up the
staying
car?
as I look over notes.
Okay.
And make sure, because I've never had haggis before, but save some for me, please.
Cool. All right. So who is going back with Arthur to the house?
Sounds of it, Sean, so he can eat.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't disappoint the missus.
Okay. You get back with Arthur. Um, to a extremely relieved Crystal. Where did you find him? You guys found him in a I mean, nobody else could help. You just ignore
He
her and like
was
walk to the food. Okay.
he was in the basement of the golf course behind the false wall. Appears that there was some weird science stuff going on, and he ended up getting like sucked into the experiment somehow. Like I don't think it was his like choice. I think he was trying to break up the experiment, and he accidentally got sucked in. That's what I understand. But
at
yeah, like
at the
but
golf
thankfully he
course?
seems okay, right? Like you feel okay, right, buddy?
Yeah, just thirsty, just tired. I I have no idea I could move around the club, but I couldn't feel anything. Um, Crystal will look at you and go, "Well, who's responsible for this? I mean, at the club in the basement? I mean, I know that they were building a wine cellar.
Yeah, on the other side of the wine cellar, but behind a false wall that was in the electrical room. Well, not the electrical room. The boiler room. Anyway, the rest of the team they're interrogating the scientists. I think they're involving the police with them because they probably had no rights to be there. So you didn't know anything about them being there, did you?
They had no right to be there. They were squatting on my land.
Yeah, sea squatters. So they'll probably get the book thrown at them, and that'll be that. Everything is red as rain. Well, never mind the creature. That was pretty freaky.
Well, here, come have some dinner. Come sit. As she kind of like holds onto his arm and does not let him go while they're having dinner. Okay, we'll go back to the other guys. You guys call for the police while Annabelle is looking over the scientific notes with Donald and James. The two police arrive. Are you guys meeting them outside? Are you...
Yeah, I'll meet him outside.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually wanted to have them corralled into their sleeping quarters. That way they didn't try to make a break for it.
Good
Okay.
idea.
Okay. Are you letting them have their notes to kind of go over it with Annabelle, or are you making Annabelle go through their notes by herself?
I'm just watching whatever she wants to do. I'm just making sure they don't try to run.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they can go over it with her. That's fine.
Okay. You can see James is quickly scrolling a new schematic for a different type of timer. And he's discussing how this one will be more fail-safe. We won't have the same issue as we had last time. I can't believe he came in here and touched it. I just... How dare he ruin our work like this?
Well, it was his land, but it is a shame, as at the same time.
We're gonna have
Hey,
to find
word
new
of
places
advice?
to work.
Maybe you two Benjamin Franklins don't want to hook each other up at the same time. Maybe someone goes in and not the other one. Just a thought.
Yes. That's a good thought. Maybe we'll have to hire an assistant to watch over.
Yeah, maybe. Someone who understands how important the work is.
Are you looking for a position? We could get you started.
Annabelle, you're getting a bonus this year. Don't.
Mhm.
So the two detectives show up, and you can hear their car coming down the drive.
Hey, Michael, will you lead him down here? Actually, I'll meet you guys at the false wall.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I can do that.
Cool. All right. They come down and they kind of look at the wall that you guys have taken out and are like, well, we definitely didn't look behind here.
Based on your notes, you didn't look in the clubhouse at all.
Cursory glance, but
Someone was missing, and you cursory glance.
there wasn't much to see here. Most of the walls weren't even up yet.
Should have made it easier.
Ace leans over to Annabelle and whispers, "All cop glances are cursory glances."
All right. Well, where is he? You said you found him.
Yeah.
He's back home with his wife.
All right, I guess we'll go there next. What's going on in
Yeah,
here?
yeah, I'm confused. I thought Ace and Sean were still at the house.
Just
I
Sean.
did not go to the house.
Okay, so it was
Yep.
Ace and myself.
Just Sean and Arthur left.
Oh, okay.
There you go. What is going on in here? Looking at all of the equipment and eventually the thing that you guys shot.
Well, we found these two in here with Arthur, except Arthur wasn't on a nice little bed like these guys. He was plopped over that machine, getting electrocuted. They had an evil space hamster in there. We shot that. That was us. And then Ace kind of points over towards Annabelle for like the rest of the scientific explanation.
These guys found a way to look into and explore other dimensions. Isn't that fascinating?
Fascinating. So are they the ones who caused the disturbances with the so-called ghosts?
Yes. Not ghosts, just human souls floating about. Completely different.
Give me a credit check.
Uh-oh, is there help with that? Because I do have good credit.
Yeah. Uh,
Uh,
you can go ahead and roll a credit check.
Okay, let's see here. Where did I put my credit? Ah, there it is. Oh, baby.
Nice.
Rolling it. Everyone's getting bonuses this year.
Oof. Um, all of you are kind of explaining what's going on, um, they're just kind of looking around like, I mean, you know, Ace, we kind of looked into your company. You guys have a pretty good reputation for keeping things on the up and up and making sure that things get handled properly. These other two, okay. Um, but we're gonna have to get all of this dismantled and brought out. Uh, Donald attempts to come out of the back room. Dismantled. I will do all of the dismantling. I will do all of the moving of the equipment, and you guys don't need to touch anything.
You two are going to do exactly as the police command, or else I'm sure your charges are going to be a lot heavier than they already are.
Charges? Do you understand the breakthroughs we've made? We need to get grants, not charges.
Can I shut the
How
door on
many?
them?
How many grants are they giving away in prison?
like, I agree. However, I have no say in anything.
Yeah, you can attempt to shut the door on them. Go
I'll
ahead
just
and
push them in, and shut the door.
okay. Go ahead and give me a close combat.
Quick question. Do we see this door through the room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shutting them in there alone might not be the best. There's another door.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. Forget that.
If
wasn't
they're around
paying
here, that's fine. We can keep track of them.
Oh, well, hold on. These are the steps coming down, so there must have been a false wall right there. Okay. No, I'm not going to shut the door.
Okay.
Yeah, Arthur must have had some way to find his way down here because he didn't come through the wall like we did.
Correct. Yep, he absolutely found this secret access. They will reach out their hand to shake Ace's hand. We do appreciate the assist on this. I can honestly say I thought he left the project after all the problems he's had with it.
Well, gentlemen, it was a pleasure doing business. If you ever need my services again, pass out the business cards. Just call Ace and the Royal Flushes.
They look like playing cards on one side, and then
Absolutely. It's got it's like a ace of spades with like it's yellow to sort of reference gold. I don't actually have gold cards. I mean, I might have one, but I definitely wouldn't pass it out.
Ace.
And on the other side, it has like the name of the business and the number and mailing address, whatnot.
Nice.
If you're the ace, am I the queen? And which one of these is the jack?
I was going to say, who's the Joker?
I feel like those roles kind of mix around from case to case.
As you guys, the police take these two away. As you guys get back to, wrong map. So sorry. There. As you guys get back to Crowwood Hall, you see. Are you still eating? Or have you like finished your dinner, Sean?
It depends on how much time has passed. If dinner's done, it's fine.
Probably like 2 hours.
Oh. Well, I'm sure that we're done eating within 2 hours.
Have you gone up to your room? Are you still sitting at the table? Where
I
are
mean, if they're still sitting at the table, I'll sit with them.
Okay.
I gotta keep an eye on Arthur, make sure that he's all right.
Cool. Okay. You guys get back there. You see them in the dining room. There's still some warming tables set up for food for you guys. I can't thank you enough. I, I was starting to lose hope. Thank you.
You are absolutely welcome. It was our pleasure. I'm just glad we were able to get him back safely and quickly, and I really appreciate you taking care of Sean with dinner.
Well, I do hope that you guys will eat something, and your rooms are still available. We can get you on the bus tomorrow or the day after that, if you.
Absolutely, I'm starving. And yeah, we'll probably stay the night and head out in the morning. Look at the team to see if they want to leave tomorrow, or I mean, I don't want to stay, but we'll check and see what people are feeling.
I wouldn't mind playing a round of golf.
That's a great idea. Yeah, we should go golfing tomorrow.
Maybe we'll spot some more of those things out on the fields.
Then I will keep my gun in my purse when we go tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, you guys get a nice evening. Crystal hands you. You knew that the contract was for $250. She hands you a check for $500.
Nice.
Just thank you. Thank you so much. You have no idea what this means to me. Truly. If I can help you in any way, just please let me know.
Actually, now that you mention it, I couldn't help but notice some of your golf clubs. I would love to keep a set for myself, and maybe you will come visit and go golfing more often. Oh, and I'll tell some of my gambler friends about your club once it's, up and running.
Oh, truly, we would appreciate that. We've done everything to try to get everything off the ground again. Absolutely. Pick out any set that you want at the club.
Excellent.
Okay. You guys head back to the golf course the next morning. You see that there's, 2 or 3 holes that aren't fully ready to go, up and running yet. But you can absolutely play for a couple rounds. Posed dex roll or play hole by hole using the same roll, or make the roll combined one using dex and sleight of hand.
Oh,
I'll take those odds.
So not strength, huh? Strength is no good for this.
Not for.
well, strength would be for driving,
I
but it's
feel
more
like
dexterity
strength
for accuracy.
should play into golf. You should get something for strength.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's like on the green, dex, getting it to the green, strength. That's kind of how I would see it.
Well, there's accuracy too.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
we're
going
gonna do a
along.
round.
You guys do around. I'm gonna take pictures as we do around, just on various things while looking out for more of these creatures while you
Yeah.
guys play.
If you see a evil space slab hamster, just scream out real loud. We'll come.
Uh-huh. Not much for the physical games.
Then roll your dexterity too. Yeah.
I'm gonna use 8 luck to make that a success.
Alright, the first one you come to is Kite. Hole 1, the name of this one is Kite, 369 yards, par 4.
They actually have the holes on there. Wow.
Yeah.
Apparently, we were supposed to be spending a lot of time playing golf.
Yeah, it was with that spot hidden check that they had thoroughly searched the golf course. But they had not searched the clubhouse. Like
Also, my amazing detective instincts to search inside the walls.
Okay, let's see. 1.
So, I was about to ask.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Sean got that first one for you.
Even if I use my 8 luck points to make mine a success.
He
I
still
guess
rolled a
technically his number's
68.
lower. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, conclusion. Okay.
That's wild. All the rough times, all the rough rolls Sean has had just to win some golf in the end.
Oh, it's called relaxation.
And my dexterity was not very good. It was not very accurate. Just I hit it pretty far.
The second hole is the Lagan at 390 yards, also par 4. Nice.
All right, so I nailed the accuracy, but I did not hit it. It was not good. Another spot.
No, I'm thinking Michael has taken this one. The third one is Naiad, 378 yards, par 4. And may I please have a spot hidden check from the person with the camera? Okay, Ace. Okay. Michael with an 8. Okay. Annabelle, may I please have a spot hidden check? Cool. You are taking gorgeous pictures of a golf club. The fourth hole is done well. Yards 506, par 5. Michael, take that one as well.
Sorry, I had my mic muted. I was going to use luck to
Oh, yeah.
alter.
Yep, awesome. Okay, you want to use 8 luck points to make it a
Yeah.
success? Okay. As you are taking a photo, you see something out of the corner of your eye jump off of a cliff.
Is the cliff nearby?
The cliff is sort of nearby. It's probably 200 feet away or so. And it's not a very tall cliff, but it's still about 30 feet.
You guys, I think I saw something. I'd like to go take a look at it. See if there's anything still there.
Do you come back to us and say that?
Yeah, like I'm not too far away from you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's still
I'm moving about with you, just not playing.
just taking
I'll
pictures.
I'll put my club back in my bag and follow her.
Yeah, I was losing anyway.
Okay. As you head over towards the cliff, you don't see anything near the area at the bottom of the cliff, but give me a spot hidden. Nice. Okay, with that hard success for the spot hidden, you see very large paw prints. They almost look reptilian in nature. Uh, what would you guys like to do?
How high is the cliff?
30 feet.
30 feet.
No, let I'm letting them know about the foot or the prints.
Okay.
It's a see what they want to do.
Okay. Do you guys want to follow the footprints, the trail? Do you guys want to just keep a heads up looking for them?
Ace says this out loud. She goes, I kind of want to get the hell out of here. But, you know, if
You're not
you all
fast.
want to... terrified. I'm terrified.
That's
But
fair.
if you all want to look into it, I've got your back. Just a
I'd
reminder, we're not being paid for this one. This is This is volunteer work.
I do so much freelance work when it comes to the weird. This is fine by me.
If you want to go down and check, I'll go with you,
Right.
Annabelle.
Alrighty. Following the tracks.
Okay. Eventually, you guys make it down to the smaller pond that's there. And you guys see an almost transparent thing drinking out of the pond.
That's new.
Does it look like the evil space hamster?
It does not look like an evil space hamster. It looks like something different.
Picture.
Yeah, it can't be too transparent if it's leaving tracks.
Go.
Shotgun.
I pull my gun out of my purse. One day, I just wanted one day on vacation.
Yeah. After I take the picture, I'm gonna switch off to my revolver, which I probably loaded during the night.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a photography check because this thing is sort of transparent. Yeah, you just can't seem to get it in the right light.
Maybe you gotta be closer. So leaf prints means it's physical enough to come into contact with.
How far away is it?
Say about 200 feet.
Does this pond have any bushes around it?
Yeah. Yeah, bushes, rocks, trees.
Can I try stealth to try to get closer?
Absolutely. Yeah. You feel like it is distracted by drinking.
I just want to get a better look at it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden. Cool. You see that this thing is covered in a bluish pus. Some kind of blue ichor covers this thing's body. You think that it may have something to do with why it looks almost translucent.
I'm just going to stay where I'm at because I think Annabelle mentioned that she was going to try to get closer, and
Yeah, I'd like to
If
try and
she-
get closer to get a better picture.
if it tries to do anything, if it notices her coming closer and tries to attack, then I'm going to take a shot at it.
Same.
Cool.
Here's me stealthing then. Oh, there is no luck that can save that.
You see this thing's head whip around and look directly at you.
It's alright, buddy. I just want to get a picture. Nothing to worry about. Trying to be disarming as much as possible.
This is going to be an extreme check, but go ahead and click extreme and make an animal handling.
I don't think there's
Annabelle?
an animal
Oh, okay,
handling. There is a persuasion.
Sure.
Okay.
It's looking at you. It's looking at you. It's looking at you.
Yeah, it is. You kind of you hear the growl deep in his throat as it turns to stalk you.
All right. If it's moving towards her, I said I was going to take a.
Yep, go for it.
All right, so I have a 45 also. So you get three shots.
I don't remember exactly how the guns work, but if the one gun does, then I'm going to say all the guns do.
I think
Well,
it
except for the
depends on the
shotgun.
type. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you look on your combat, if there is next, like, in the attack.
See,
there's a
Yes.
parentheses of 3. That's 3 shots for 1 attack.
Hey, I have one of those too. Nice.
Extreme success, extreme damage. Okay. This thing took a shot straight to the head, and it is not looking amazing.
If it's still moving, then I will go ahead and back up my buddy and also shoot it.
Yep, go for it.
I guess I'm supposed to have 3 of those.
Yep.
2, 3.
Nice. Right. Yeah, you had some nice shots in there, and you guys were able to take this thing down as it leapt for your friend. What would you guys like to be doing?
Get closer and take a picture.
Okay.
And also, I guess I'll use the scalpel, like the blunt edge of it, to try and scrape off some of that goo.
Okay.
Kind of just collecting it.
I'm gonna take the shells, the empty shells out of my gun and reload those. So it's fully loaded.
Cool.
Ace is gonna keep an eye out in case anyone comes over here to, like, investigate the sound of the shots, or if the police show up. Crowd control.
Cool.
Pretty sure we're the only ones out here other than construction workers.
Yeah, it's the construction workers that are going to be coming. All right. You see. Well, you already saw the tongue in the picture. It's now just kind of like laying on the ground. But you think that this tongue could have done some damage to you. And what are you doing with the blue ichor? You put it on a scalpel. You're looking at it. It sort of makes the scalpel sort of translucent.
Okay. I want to test something, so she's gonna take her hand and like just one of the fingers and kind of spread it on there, see if that makes her finger see-throughable.
It does. It also starts to eat through your finger.
And I go to clean it off. I have alcohol and swab.
Cool. Go ahead and roll a D3. I'm not going to do the full damage for you.
Okay.
If this thing had rubbed up against you guys, you would have taken 2d6 damage.
Okay, 3 damages. Alright. Not good on skin, but makes things transparent. That's interesting. I like to... Is it, like, doing anything to the scalpel at all?
It's not.
Okay. Could I dump my aspirin pills into somebody else's pill bottle and then fill the bottle?
Absolutely.
Sure. Alright. Someone has 12 extra pills.
Sweet. Yeah, Ace will take those.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you now have blue ichor. Okay. So, and now that you're up close and personal with it, you can easily take some photographs of it.
All right. No, this is interesting. Should have grabbed some of the jars at this laboratory.
I'm gonna look at the group and say it looks like our job may not be done.
No, job is done doesn't mean we can't get a new one. I mean, you can't get the golf course running if there's things like this running around.
That's what I was thinking.
That is a good point. I'll call the detectives and see if we can get them to hire us for a contract.
Yeah, we should definitely make sure we're getting paid before we take on another one of these things.
Agreed.
Jars. I need to buy jars.
Right. Ammunition's not cheap.
That too. I need more.
Okay, are you guys finishing up your golf round, or are you guys heading over to Dundee?
Yeah, no, I think I'm done with golf now.
Okay, so we will say that Michael takes the win for this round. You guys head over to Dundee and go talk to the police. What are you telling them?
I'll tell them that we encountered another evil lab creature, not a hamster. This one's more like a lizard. And that we had to kill it. And I highly recommend they hire us on for a contract to help eradicate the population in the local community.
Go ahead and either persuasion or credit.
Let's see here. Where the hell did I put my... Oh, I see it. Persuasion. Just taking a look to see which one's higher. Hey, you know they say money talks. Mine is extremely loquacious.
Nice.
Yeah, I tell them I'll give them a discount since we don't have to travel again.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking up how much people got paid in 1920. So he looks at you and goes, "You know what? You guys already know what you're dealing with. This is some weird shit. I don't really want to put my force on it because this is just... I don't need more insanity in this town right now. You guys know that like average pay right now for a cop here would be about 50 cents an hour. He looks at you guys and he's like, all right, look, how about $25 a day for how long do you think this will take? 2-3 days?
We have no idea.
We don't know the extent of the population. So
Yeah.
I can't really give you a timeline.
All we know from the scientists is that some things got out while they were delving into the weird. If we can talk to them, maybe they might have something to help us locate them better?
Well, all of their equipment is currently in the basement here, so sure. And he will bring you guys down to the jail cells.
Ace feels a shiver go down her spine.
They've locked up our equipment. They've locked it up. How dare they? They touched the equipment. They wouldn't even let me dismantle it.
They even locked you up.
They could have broken something.
They could have. There's a bit of an issue with these things that got loose while you guys were delving. Any chance any of that equipment could be used to track them down. You help us, maybe we can talk to them about trying to get sentences lessened.
Well, I don't know. I don't. I don't know how they could be tracked. But if we turn this and maybe if we fix this and maybe it could be possible. But we would have to set everything back up again. And I'm not quite sure if it'll work and there wouldn't be anything handheld, but maybe in a large enough moving vehicle with a cord for electric and hmm, I think I could do it.
All right. We're probably gonna. Is the detectives with us while we're talking to them?
They're probably either there or right outside.
Okay. Well, if they're there, I'm gonna look to them. Do you think we can let them have some access to their tech and get that sort of thing set up in a vehicle? We're gonna need a vehicle.
I
So
the equipment was pretty big. I could probably get a pickup truck. But you're just gonna drive around the farmlands with this thing?
well, I wasn't going to fly it.
All right. There's no need for the sarcasm. I, just trying to not engage and scare the general population here. Uh,
Make something up. It's a uh,
It's for the weather.
yes, yes. Track the weather.
Nobody cares about the weather.
New technology. Tracking weather.
My colleague does bring up an excellent point now that Mr. Arthur is back to feeling like his old self. We will need a vehicle to get around.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something with, leather on the steering wheel, nice rims.
We also need it to be big enough to have all the rooms, so I don't know how picky we can get.
well, yeah, I could probably get you guys a pickup. I don't know. Let me see what I can get you. He goes out and he talks to some people and he goes, "All right. After this stuff is definitely not going to fit in a pickup with the electrical. I'm thinking for where you guys are going, tractor and
A tractor
um
is appalled.
trailer. Then you guys can head anywhere you want on that farmland without having issues."
Tractor would be good at crossing over the dirt.
Ace makes that face that kids make when you're trying to like give them cough syrup or like a piece of like raw broccoli. Okay, fine.
Horse and wagon. It's a lot larger.
Absolutely not. Not unless you're going to be driving it. I don't do horses.
I'm just making suggestions. Or the tractor can pull the wagon.
All right.
Hey, ride. Okay. They grab all the equipment. Um, not especially delicately, and they put it all in a wagon. And the two are let out in cuffs, in heavy iron cuffs, and they are strapped to the wagon, and they start setting up the equipment very enthusiastically. They are so excited to be able to convert it to be they are hooking it up to the battery of the tractor, and they are so excited right now.
And I am watching enthusiastically because I'm not touching the technology. She has no mechanical knowledge. She just likes the idea of what this thing could possibly do.
Well, if you watch them closely enough, you might learn a thing or two. And, I'm watching very sternly because, once they're out of police custody, quote unquote, I'm responsible for them. So I'm just like, one of these guys makes a wrong move.
Yeah, they are very happy to be able to get back to their research so quickly. As you kind of start up the tractor, and you know what? At the beginning of this, I told you guys that nobody would need driving. I'm like, you guys are going to be on a golf course. Like, there's no reason. Now you're driving a tractor. Go ahead and make me a driving check. Nice. um, you guys take off in a tractor, and they're kind of looking at almost like a radar system in the back. And as you guys are going, they're pointing out directions. And I don't think we need to enter combat again. You guys were able to take that thing down pretty easily. Because, everyone has guns. You guys are able to take out 2 more hounds and 3 more of the shamblers before... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming amongst their equipment they had some jars and things like that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Collecting things. I'm sure they are too.
And you guys have a discreet animal control type wagon behind you guys that are picking up dead animals, dead shamblers and whatnot as you guys go. By the end, you guys have killed a couple hounds, a bunch of the shamblers, kind of moving around the area. And you come back to the police station, and they're like, well, that was much faster than we thought. But, yeah, we'll say, here's $25 for each of you guys. And you hear some people in the background grumbling, yeah, I made fucking 50 cents today. And those 2 are locked up. They look to Annabelle. These 2 are going away. But, we don't really have anyone to take any of this off of our hands. While I don't think it is good to continue working on this, you at least seem to know what it is and could properly dispose of it. If we make that recommendation, do you want it eventually?
Yes, I could definitely dispose of it proper.
Alright. As they are clunkily loading it back into the basement again.
How many people are we going out tomorrow again to check?
I don't think so. I think that you guys got everything that had come through at this point.
Okay. So how many people were on the animal control?
2.
I think it's just us.
Yeah, the animal
2?
control was just picking up the dead bodies behind you guys.
Oh, okay.
How
Alright.
is the sanity of those guys seeing
Not
all these things?
amazing. I kind of rolled earlier for all the NPCs. They've lost 4 sanity. Um, they were forewarned, but they did not uh actually expect to see all of that. And Michael, you had a question?
Yeah. What we were paid today, that was given to us individually, not from the check that was paid out, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to give them $5 a piece out of my own pocket and say thank you for your assistance.
They kind of bow their heads and they're like, "Whoa, this is like a couple months' salary. Are you sure?" We
Enjoy. You did a good job.
thanks. They dip their heads. They're very thankful. They're kind of moving off quickly before you might change your mind.
I'm not
I,
going to.
I pass Michael $10 from my earnings today, and I give the rest to Annabelle. Good work, you two. Good work, everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Cool. Um, well, thank you guys so much for playing in the 19th hole. That actually, you guys skipped a bunch of the stuff, and you guys went straight for it. Uh, Good job. What are you guys thinking?
We skipped stuff. What did we skip?
Um,
We didn't go on. We didn't go
The
on the
whole
second
second
floor.
floor.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We didn't get to see the. I didn't. We didn't get to find out what the shadow was.
It's probably
Probably
him.
one. Yeah, it was probably one of the ghosts or one of their spirits.
yeah, yeah, that
It's
was.
probably Arthur's spirit.
It was. He was desperately trying to get everyone's attention. Yep.
While draining our sanity.
I don't think that was his intention. It
Well,
just
that
sort
would have
of
been the effect, though.
Would have been the effect. That's true.
The ghost is following me. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It's better than an android.
Indeed. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think our team worked well together. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
you
it.
guys are awesome.
Yeah, we have a good leader.
Well, thank you. I couldn't do it without you guys. Everyone's getting bonuses this year. Also, those credit rolls, man, talk about backing me up. Woof.
Yeah. Actually, most of your guys' rolls today were really good. Most.
Hell, thank you guys. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Gary.
Yep.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you guys so much for playing, and thank you everyone else for watching us. I had a great time running today, and we'll do some more Call of Cthulhu in the future.
Yes. Call of Cthulhu is a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, so between D&D and Aliens and Call of Cthulhu
Pathfinder.
and Pathfinder, and Gary's now running DC 20. We'll get some Monster of the Week going too, and yeah, we'll keep running and posting and doing what we do.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content that you just saw, consider joining one of our games at startplaying.gaming/roll with us DMs.